Hello folks, Tony's here. In this short video, I'm gonna walk you through the new retail sentiment software. Proudly, this is the first standalone Windows-based software that can provide live retail sentiment data for better trade decisions, which can be used in combination with your fundamental analysis, macroeconomic, and um, your technical analysis for better trading decisions, I guess. You get this tab where you can change or swap between the well, my main functions here, the themes. But let's start from the controls, where you can select the time frame you wanna um, run the software on. What this interval means, if you run the software on 4 minutes or 1 minute, so every minute you get new data within the software. Based on my experience for using retail sentiment analysis for almost 2 years now, 5 minutes is the best time to run the software or to fetch new data within the software. And then you just click start and then the program starts. Now market is closed. I'm not going to run the software. But that's how you can use it. That's where you get the options on the settings tab. You have a manual selection for your database, but you don't have to be worried because the software realizes that automatically. You have an activity log here, which if you get any errors, like here now, I get this error, which is quite basic. I'm going to fix it later. This is I'm just applying the theme on the pay analyzer type. So any errors you get here, any things, because there are loads of maintenances running behind the background, running in the background, you get all the activity log here. Let's start with the overview. On the overview tab, you get an overview of all the positions of retail trader for each pair, and then you get two graphs, basic graphs at the bottom. The first one is the volume, the second one is the long and short percentage. You have a time frame options where you can select between the time frame, which if you want to view more data on these two graphs. When you select all, so basically it plots all the historic data within your database. Then you have a pair analyzer tab where you have two tabs. One is the analysis and the second one is a summary. You have an option to switch between the pair. You have four graphs here. The graphs are not just basic graphs. You have to know how to read those graphs. And then at the bottom you have a table and you have these two buttons here, where the first one is the interval. You select the time frame for the table, and the data range. Either you want to look at only 1 day, or you want to look at the whole data available in your database. So if you select the calendar date, so if you want to look at only a specific date, let's say I want to look at last Wednesday, 9th of July. So then you only see the 9th of July data here at the bottom. And a time frame option, if you want to look at the data on a 5-minute time frame or 15-minute time frame, just select the time frame, the graph and the table at the bottom both will be updated, and then everything else. So if you have the chart like this, just click on that small auto adjuster. It will adjust then the chart graphs for you, the delta. So let's look at all data option now in this case. So if I want to show you precisely how to use the multi-time frame options, let's look at 1 hour time frame to look at the previous week for AUDCAD. So previous week starts on 8th of July, right? So at the bottom on the table, select the first row as 12 midnight, as 1 a.m. 4 a.m. So okay, 4 a.m. That's where the crossover happened, where retail traders went short and reduced their long positions and long contracts. Now we are viewing the contracts. Yeah, so that's the contracts, and this is the volume. So look at this one. So when you select any row here, a vertical line, a vertical yellow line will plot on a chart for you, so you don't have to click again when you switch between the charts. So look at the price. So this is the start of the week, and that's the price action. That's a price reaction to retail traders' volume change when they are going short, the price going high. The volume delta is also clearly shows that retail traders are increasing their short positions as they reach it. This is a really high volume when they open it. You can basically switch between the time frames if you want to smoothen the the volumes or the numbers on the charts you want to see for better view. The reasons behind these charts, sometimes it's not clear from the data from the long and short volumes and so on. There's so many ways to do this analysis. It's not limited to one way, and this is, I have to mention this here. Using retail sentiment alone is not promised that you have a profitable trade. You must use this analysis in combination with fundamental analysis, um, technical analysis, and microeconomic analysis, which I'm not going through all those now. So I think it's very clear here. Let me pull up the chart. I think I have a prepared one. Yeah, this is the AUDCAD 1 hour. So that's where retail traders 7th of July, 5 a.m. in the morning, which is 7 a.m. in the morning for me because I have 2 hours gap with my broker. I believe they are in Australia and I'm in the UK. So it's very clear that the whole week for me is going to be bullish because retail traders are opening their short volumes as long as they are opening short volumes, and my technical and fundamental analysis all are in line for me to go to long. Then I'll open my long um, positions or my long trades. Yeah, contracts, whatever you call it. And then you have a summary. I suggest do not use this one. I'm living here. I might not sending this one out with the current version in that I'm going to release in August, because this is still for me and um, um, performance evaluation basically at the bottom. This is the software is evaluating its performance, how the signals are performing. Not many of them are good, to be honest, now, but it depends on the day and when. Basically, these are AI generated signals, or well, AIs basically are based on equations or formulas. So you are human, you have to analyze and see what the AI tells you. Is it correct or is not? And then the next one, you have the market bias, where you have to select the date. So if you want to, so now we are, it's week and the market is closed basically. So if you want to look at Friday, you select Friday, and then that gives you the market bias for the selected pair. Again, this must be confirmed with the retail traders volume. So this is AI generated signals, so it tells you long here, but while retail traders are opening short, that is confirming to me that I can go long because I can follow this AI signal. Because why? Because here, if you remember, retail traders are opening their short volumes, so I can accept the signal. I say this is another confirmation for me to go long. Otherwise, you're not always following this. And then let's just switch between another pair. When you switch then in this case for NZD you don't have any signals because of the formula behind this calculation, and the NZD condition are not meeting the requirements of the formula, so we don't get any bias here. This is the whole market basically. If you want to select within groups, you can see it, but this is just as basic. You're not going to follow this blindly, open and close your trades. Another tab, you have the matrix tab, which you can call it the volume of the tab. You have the data range, today's data. If the market is open, it shows you today's data. If market is closed, then you have to click calendar date. And then I'm going to remove that date. I don't know why I put calendar date. It should be calendar data. Then you have to, if you want to go back, look at the specific day. Let's say look at Friday. If you remember AUDCAD, retail traders were opening short volumes and closing their long volumes, while the market bias was suggesting AUDCAD is bullish. Let's see what the volumes here says that tells us or shows us basically. So it shows me now basically there are loads and loads of short contracts of volume opening in the market on Friday. That's where I can just enter the market anywhere where I can get a chance, or based on my analysis, technical, fundamental, whatever your trading strategy is, to go long. And I guess if you go long in this scenario, you'll be in profit. Let's look at Thursday. When it's switching, just please be patient. Do not overclick. Just wait for the software to load the historic data for you here. It's a little bit slow because it's a big data. There we go. At last Thursday, which is just want to delete this. On Thursday, what we got? Why it's not deleting this line? Yeah, there we go. All right, this is Thursday. On Thursday, retail traders are opening short volumes, and the order book, also the volume order book, also confirms that retail traders are short, and that's the percentage change of the absolute volume on that specific day, which is on Thursday. And I guess the chances of winning this trade is really high in this case. The next one is Trade Assistant. This is a quite in-depth and high-level analysis, which the basically is again based on formulas, which people might say based on is AI generated signals. It is AI generated signals, but AI generated signals in any software, as you see, is based on formulas. You have to know that. I'm not going into detail or in this one because I will record more videos, because there are lots of conditions where you follow the recommendation and or you're not following the recommendation of the generated signal by the AI. It gives you the suggested entry and close of the market and the summary of the markets based on the sentiment and volume analysis that the AI generated. So yeah, that's all. I hope it's a bit clear. And now the software basically is available if you're interested in this. I don't have any trial version now, which I apologize for that, but the software is ready to launch in August. And if you're interested, reach out. See you in the next video.